Hey guys, and welcome to the newest mini bonus episode of NintenGems!
Woohoo!
Woo!
The We're Away version.
Yeah, on a slight quote-unquote vacation. As we mentioned last week, I'm currently in the process of moving, so I'm settling into my new apartment, and Braydon has family in town, so we're both doing life things. So today, we decided that for the podcast, initially we were just going to talk about two gems. It's still going to be, probably going to call this the Pokemon spin-off special, where we're going to talk about two different Pokemon spin-offs as gems. But then Braydon had the idea to invite his wonderful wife onto the podcast. Say hello, Hannah.
Yay, thank you for having me, guys.
Woohoo!
I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah.
This is Hannah.
Hi, I'm Hannah, the wife of Braydon. Round of applause.
All right.
And the reason that Hannah is on, we decided that we were going to have a little competition here.
We're going to duke it out
Yeah.
with our
Woo-hoo!
Pokemon.
We're going to see who can convince Hannah which game is better.
Yeah, when we talked about what gems we wanted to cover for this episode, I went to Jake and he was like, you want to do Pokemon Snap? And it's funny because I was thinking I wanted to do Pokemon Ranger. And like both are, I think, great games, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm kind of a little bummed because, well, I think I might know what she's going to pick just because I know my wife, but both are great games. But I'm going to fight for Pokemon Ranger being the better game, whereas Jake, he's going to stand behind Pokemon Snap.
Hell yeah, I'm going to stand behind Pokemon Snap.
And this is going to be interesting because I know nothing about Pokemon. I'm a video game virgin and so they're going to have to battle it out.
Fortnite.
I play Fortnite.
Oh
I
my
play
God.
Super Smash Bros. Not really, but I can play
I've
a mean
caught-
Mario Kart.
Yeah, I've caught her playing Mario Kart like by herself a couple
Ooh.
times. You know what I mean?
Who do you main? Who do you main in Mario Kart? Who do you play?
The one with the crown and the blonde head, the peach lady.
Yeah.
You should be Isabelle, but it's okay. I forgive you.
Okay, I like peach.
Actually, you know what? I think she might be Rosalina.
Oh, Rosalina. I mean, Isabelle, best character. Go Animal
But
Crossing.
yeah, no, I'm sorry. I think
I'll be whoever you want me to be, baby.
thanks.
Oh my God.
That is sweet. Anyway, Jake, do you want to go first or should I?
Sure. I mean, we don't really have to take complete turns. Feel free to interject and
Yeah.
Phoenix
This is
Wright.
a debate.
Feel free to Phoenix Wright object.
Objection!
Whenever you feel like it. Quick side note, I had a Phoenix Wright app on my iPod Touch when I was a kid where you would just slam on the desk and it would go, objection! And I did that so many times, it fell off the table and shattered my iPod.
What?
Yeah, so Phoenix Wright shattered my iPod when I was a kid. But yeah, so we don't really have to formally go
cool.
like round one, round two, because I don't know if I'm sure I'll forget things and then be like, yo, hey, wait, I forgot this.
Right.
So, but yeah, I'll go first.
Sure.
I'm ready.
So imagine
Hit me
this.
with it, boys.
Imagine this. Pokemon is a game where you capture Pokemon, these monsters, and you make them fight in the main course series. One of the coolest things about Pokemon that people love is the world that it's set up and how Pokemon are basically just like animals and they just live in the world like how animals do, except they have like magic powers. Pokemon Snap is a game that came out on the N64 where you literally like get in a car and drive around the Pokemon world and take pictures of Pokemon just doing like really, really cute stuff. And they're just driving, you just drive around and you can like throw apples at them to like agitate them.
You're on a rail.
Yeah.
And by that we mean like you don't choose what direction you move. Like it moves you through the world, but like you can aim where you point the camera in like a 360 degree.
And you take pictures of Pokemon and then at the end of each level you get graded on like how good your pictures are. It's fantastic.
Like, it's hard to, like, visualize even
Okay.
what you're talking about because I know so little about what you're talking about. I'm like, there's a Pokemon going on a rail? Like, so it's basically like a Pokemon on a roller coaster throwing apples?
No, you are a human.
Sorry.
You play as a human. Let's see.
But you don't walk around as the human. You're in a car that moves by itself.
So you're not driving the car.
Okay.
It's on a rail. That's called a rail.
Yeah. As if you were on a roller coaster. You know how the roller coaster like moves by itself? It's like that.
I think I understand.
And
I have no idea.
And then your character has a camera, and you're looking around like a real, 3D, 360 degree fashion with your camera, and you're taking pictures of Pokemon doing things.
So it's like Pokemon Go, but like nothing at all like Pokemon Go.
Sort
but
of.
like
That's
in
pretty
a
good.
meta sense, it's
Yeah.
Pokemon Go.
Kind of. Yeah.
That's-
I mean,
that's
because
a
there is a
great-
photo mode in
Yeah,
Pokemon
that's
Go.
a great comparison.
It's not just like just driving around taking pictures. You can also, like I was mentioning, there are like apples and there's like little like pester things that you can use to make things change a little. Like if you do things at certain places, you can make certain Pokemon evolve, or you can knock like you can make like legendaries, which are like these really rare Pokemon show up. Like there's a Moltres egg who's like this big firebird.
That's like a legendary Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, like Bigfoot's a legend in real life.
It's like, yeah.
See,
They have like legendary Pokemon. Like, it's a
Yeah.
big
See, I
firebird.
feel like where you guys have gone wrong getting me to rate the Pokemon things is that, like, to care about Pokemon, you have to be very invested in Pokemon in the first
I
place.
just want, we just
You know
want,
what I mean?
we just want to know what you think would be the more fun game.
I'm gonna give you that rating, but like
We need to be a little more optimistic here.
I'm trying to be optimistic. This is nerve-wracking, and I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're doing great. This is great content. This is going to be a really good bonus episode.
Okay.
But yeah, so you can, like, there's like a Moltres egg. It takes place on a lava level, and if you throw apples and stuff at it, you can knock it into the lava, which causes it to hatch, and the
I
big bird
see.
comes out.
Okay.
But it's all about photography.
So you have to get good angles.
But like, it's photography within a game. So
Yes.
I'm like, that seems so pointless. Like, just go
No,
outside
but
and take pictures.
in the 90s, when this game came out, do you know Blockbuster Video? And back in the day, you could take your game cartridge into a Blockbuster Video, put it into like their N64 they had there, and print off the pictures you took in the game into the real world.
Okay, that is pretty cool.
This was in 99. This came out in 1999.
And you could get a picture of a Pikachu surfing on a surfboard and hang it on your wall. And it's your art. You created that.
But wouldn't like a million other kids also have the same art?
No, because
Don't
it'd be
you
at a
have
different
this-
angle.
Don't you have the same picture of downtown Nashville as a million other Instagram girls?
A million other.
But yeah, so as you go through Pokemon Snap, basically the character's goal, obviously, like I was saying, is to get the best pictures, which are graded at the end, seemingly sometimes at random. Like, you can take a picture of, like, a Pokemon's butt, and you're like, this picture sucks. And then Professor Oak, who's the one who rates it, is like, wonderful! Fantastic! And gives it, like, 100%. But, like, kind of also the main goal is you're trying to get a picture of Mew, who's, like, the most legendary Pokemon at the time.
So, like, there's actually a goal. You're not just, like, going around and taking pictures. You're trying to get pictures of, like, the best, the most rare Pokemon.
Exactly,
Doing
yeah.
the coolest things, like
Okay.
doing backflips
Now
or like...
I'm starting to understand.
picture-
It's like a
picture-
safari. Like,
Yeah.
you want to get the best pictures of the wild animals possible.
Like, a picture of a Rattata just, like, walking.
mouse?
Yeah.
a mouse
Okay.
Pokemon.
A picture of them
You're
just walking
convincing me, Jake.
is will get you less points than a picture of a Rattata, like, flying through the air after it just got blown up by an Electabuzz.
Yeah.
You know.
Like a Voltorb.
That's
Like-
the word. That's what I was looking for. Voltorb.
Yeah.
Okay,
Voltorb,
and
like-
I have a question. How do you boys know all of these rare Pokemon? Is it just some inbuilt knowledge that you develop as American teens growing up in the 90s?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, because this game took place back when Pokemon was still popular, so that now there's like 900 Pokemon. And
Okay.
when we were recording the podcast earlier, I do not know like any of the later ones, but all of the first like 300 or so, I probably know almost all of their names.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So especially the first 151. Most people that even casually like Pokemon as kids can name almost all of the ones. Not
Yeah.
off their top of the head, but if you were just shown a picture,
I remember in high school.
I know Pikachu and Jigglypuff.
the only two that matter.
I remember in high school there was this game like where it was just a blank list, but you had to type in like 5 minutes as many Pokemon as you could name, and it would fill in the list. And like if you got all 151, like you were super cool. You know what I mean? You could
I
name
don't-
them all.
Did you get all 151?
I don't think I ever got them all, but
I was going to say, I don't think I could name them all off the top of my head, but I could definitely, especially the first 151, like I said, probably the first 3 generations, if you showed me a picture, I could be like, that's Mudkip.
You'll need to call this episode Pokemon for Dummies.
that's pretty good. Okay, well, I'm gonna jump in here. I'm
Yeah.
gonna take a swing at this.
Sure, because that's the gist of Pokemon Snap.
So I'm liking the sound of that, but I'm
You're a photographer.
interested to hear what
His is a
Braydon
little bit
has
more
to say.
complicated, but his also came out a good 7 years later.
Okay.
Yes.
Hit me with it.
Mine came out in 2008. It's for the DS. It's a portable system. His was for the N64, which was a home console, and so
Okay.
you're playing it on a TV.
You're wrong. Objection! Pokemon Ranger came out in 2006.
Dang.
Fried
All right.
pickles.
I appreciate that.
There's sequels that came out, but the original one of which we are discussing came out on March 23rd, 2006.
All right.
Boom! Points, Jake!
You have been corrected.
Continue, sir.
Okay. Pokemon Ranger came out in 2006.
Boom.
It's for the DS. It is also set in the world of Pokemon. They're the wild animals. There's not birds in the sky. There's Pidgeys, and there's Spearows, and there's...
All the birds and the animals of the Pokemon kingdom.
That's right. Isn't that pretty? Doesn't that just sound nice?
Like a dream.
Yeah. And so, in Pokemon Ranger, usually you're a Pokemon trainer. In most Pokemon games, you're a Pokemon trainer where you capture the Pokemon in the Pokeballs. Like, surely, do you get a picture of a Pokeball?
Yeah. They're those little red things with the
Yep. Very good.
with the stripe.
Yep. Close enough. But in this game, instead of a trainer, instead of battling them, you are a ranger, which is very similar to like a park ranger. And so
You're like taking care of them.
That's exactly you're taking care of the Pokemon and their environments. And you have a tool to befriend them.
Don't believe him, he's lying. You torture them.
No.
With this monster styler. Yeah, I said stylus because that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, styler.
Yeah, you have this device called a styler, which I think is probably a play on the word stylus as well, though.
Oh,
because
for
that's
sure.
what you're using on the Nintendo DS, the touchscreen, blah, blah, blah. But you have the styler, and it's kind of a lasso. And what you're supposed to do to befriend these Pokemon, if they're like acting up or causing havoc on the landscape, you draw circles around them. And this is kind of where the game comes in.
Mm-hmm. You're like a cowboy.
Yeah, you're kind of like a
Lassoing
cowboy.
your crop.
Right.
Your cows.
Right. But on the screen, you're like rapidly drawing circles around them.
Okay.
And they'll use their Pokemon attacks. Like
Yeah.
some of them like throw leaves, and some of them have fire breath. And they'll like try and break your circles. They'll try and break your lasso.
The animals that you're looking after will try and break your lasso.
Yes.
Also, you say lasso. It's lasso.
What?
Like when you lasso a horse.
What?
I think that's just an English thing.
No. That is a correct thing, my friends.
I'm not
Lasso is not a word. Anyway, back to Pokemon. So basically, your creatures are fighting back at you as you're trying to draw them in.
Yeah, because most of the time they are causing some kind of havoc, mostly unintentionally,
Like
or
they've caught fire to a tree, or they've blocked a river.
Yeah.
Just doing silly stuff or trying to learn to be Pokemons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, a lot of times they've been aggravated. One Pokemon is like bugging another Pokemon, and so the one Pokemon is like pissed and is like trying to kill the other Pokemon,
Okay.
and so the other Pokemon is also just like freaking out. So you have to tame both of them
You have
to just be like, calm
You
down,
have to go
boys.
Be the Poke Police.
Yeah, pretty
they
much.
call it taming.
Okay.
And so you draw these circles, and like sometimes your lasso can have like you can use Pokemon's abilities to like make your lasso have grass, and it slows down the Pokemon, or to
Okay.
like blow bubbles, and it kind of like captures the Pokemon, so you can draw circles around them even better.
Okay.
That's kind of the
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm already starting to like the sound of Braydon's just a little bit more because it sounds a little bit more like whimsical, whereas yours sounds a little bit more like, not like gimmicky, but like very much like set in its time, whereas the game that Braydon's talking about seems like it could be more...
People have been demanding Pokemon Snap 2
That's so
for
true.
years.
Is that
Anyone
true?
asked for a Pokemon Ranger
for literally
sequel?
20 years
see-
now.
No.
But see,
we
that's-
already have 3 of them, and no one wants any more.
Yeah.
But see...
Listen,
I don't know.
all I gotta say to that, here's my first counterattack. Here's my first counterpoint. Pokemon Ranger is completely bogged down by a stupid, unimportant story that I don't care about. I downloaded it on the Wii U Virtual Console to play again, and all I wanted to do was wrangle my Pokemon. I wanted to lasso my Pokemon, as you once said, but I couldn't because I had to listen to the stupid rangers around me be like, "Oh, you're a Pokemon Ranger. Here, come with me. Let's do this. Let's do that." And I didn't care. And I don't think it's a good story. I don't think it's uninteresting. Pokemon Snap, there's very little story, and all you do is you're taking pictures straight to the point. You turn it on, you do it, you win.
Well, I have a counter argument to that. Pokemon Ranger is about climate change and how you should better not only your environment, but the living things that live in it.
That's exactly why I like it. Like, it sounds like I'm just imagining being like some like state park person looking after my little animals and making sure they just don't get into kerfuffles.
It's not as laid back as that.
Yeah.
It sounds like
you're fighting isn't there an evil team in it and stuff?
Yeah, there is.
You're fighting bad guys and you're traveling to different locations. You're not like it's called Pokemon Ranger, but you're not like a park ranger.
Okay, Braydon made it sound like Animal Crossing, so
it is nothing like Animal Crossing.
I was into it at that point, but maybe I'm like
it would be so much easier to show what these were if we could just show you videos or pictures. But I don't want that to influence. I want you to go completely on what we're saying.
But I feel like
here another counterpoint. You haven't seen this game. Those sprites is ugly. They are ugly, sis. They're so ugly. Have you seen it? Holy crap. I started playing it last night, and maybe it's just because it's on the Wii U and not a little DS screen. But these little people sprites are disgusting. They look so gross. My boy Mudkip, my favorite Pokemon pulls up. Mudkip pulls up, and I'm like, what have they done to my boy? No. What have they done to my boy? It's not like the worst thing in the world, but it's ugly compared to normal Pokemon.
The Pokemon sprites are fine. The human sprites, maybe they're a little rough. Maybe. But, the Pokemon look just fine, I think. And actually, even a little good sometimes. They look intense when they're getting circled up, lassoed up.
Listen, in Pokemon Snap, my Pokemon look beautiful in the most nostalgic, polygonal way that they can. 3D, polygonal.
Guys,
Pikachu looks beautiful.
This is hard because I just feel like they're two completely different games.
Exactly, but you have to decide which one's better.
I know, but like there's different components, there's different storylines.
Well, it'd be no fun if we were being like, which one's better, Pokemon Ranger 1 or Pokemon Ranger 2?
Right. Yeah, you have to decide which sounds like a better game.
You're putting me in a bind here.
Listen, all I can say is no one has ever said, man, it's been a stressful day at work. I'm going to get a beer and play Pokemon Ranger. But lots of people have said,
I bet there's someone.
Let me get a tea. I'm going to go grab a tea. I'm going to go grab a beer. I'm going to get a coffee. And I'm going to have a nice, relaxing afternoon with Pokemon Snap.
Snap some pics.
I get the feeling that you have some emotional trauma connected to Pokemon Ranger.
No, I like Pokemon Ranger. Now I hate it because that's my stance.
Yeah, and I hate
Pokemon... ruined your sprites!
And I hate Pokemon Snap. Yeah. Because that's a gimmick and drawing circles is not.
Yeah.
They hurt my boy Mudkip in Pokemon Ranger. They hurt him. All right, so I think we've finished up. I think me and Braydon have given our little arguments. So I'll turn it over to you, Hannah, before you make your final decision. Do you have any questions? It's fine if not, but
I don't have any questions. I would just like to say that the listeners are probably going to be shocked by my answer.
So controversial.
I know, controversial. It's been a tough one, guys, but I think I've come to my conclusion. The winner is Jake's.
Yeah!
I can't remember the name of the game, but the one with the camera.
Pokemon
and stuff.
Snap.
Pokemon Snap. That is garbage.
I just destroyed my mic.
Yeah,
my thing just went.
I think Jake won because it just sounds like it's a more mature game, and that it would be. Whereas,
praise be to Arceus. I'd like to thank Mudkip for my win. They hurt my boy. They hurt him, and I just redeemed him. Even though you're not in Pokemon Snap, Mudkip, I love you. This was for you.
Hopefully he'll be in Pokemon Snap too.
You're darn right he will be.
The clincher for me was the being able to print the thing out in the Blockbuster video back in the day. That ish is cool.
But you can't
Yeah.
even do that anymore.
Who cares?
I know,
Who
but it's
cares?
the nostalgia. Like,
Yeah.
we're in the
I think about
generation
that.
of nostalgia, you know what I mean?
I think about it all the time.
Fine.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still gonna finish playing Pokemon Ranger.
And now, after
You can do that.
after you've made your decision, I thought it would be fun to show you like videos of the games in action.
Yeah.
So since
Ooh, what if I change my mind after seeing the
you
games
can't,
in action?
you might, but I'm gonna pull up Pokemon Snap first, and we're gonna see how you react. This is kind of old gameplay, so if it looks blurry, that's probably why. Let's see. I hope there's no commentary or anything in this game.
Hello there.
There he is. Do, 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 do. This brings back so many memories.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, this guy is... Okay, this is just a tutorial.
Okay, this confirms my belief that all video games are just whack-a-mole, but like the extended edition.
What? So then at the end of it, you choose your favorite shots. See, and you bring them to Professor Oak, and he rates them. See? How's the technique? Wonderful!
Do you think it actually taught you anything about photography?
Nope. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of different levels and different environments.
I recognize the dinosaur.
Yeah, Charmander. Alright, yeah, so that's Pokemon Snap.
Okay.
Did that look like what you thought it did? It's from the 90s. So Pokemon Snaps came out in 1999, so it does look polygonal.
I feel like I don't have a very good reference for video games since I didn't grow up playing them at all, nor did my siblings. So it looks very old.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. So it's hard for me to see that in like a nostalgic sense because I just never experienced that. So it just looks really crappy and bad graphics to me.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Alright, I'll
check
accept
out-
that.
But that's also going to be Braydon's game. I'm aware of that.
Well,
That's what
yeah.
that is.
Pokemon Ranger, though.
Both of these have been nothing how I imagined. Like, I imagine them way more high-tech than...
Pokemon Ranger is on the DS, so it's like a portable game. That's why because you're drawing, so
Yeah.
the DS
Okay.
has the touch screen.
Okay, Jake's looks more fun. Have I seen you play this before,
Maybe this week.
Bubba?
Oh, he lost it.
Have
That
you-
hurt.
Yeah, that sucked.
He had one left. Oh, and he had like, it's like a 20. Oh, this hurts to watch. I know, I grew up playing this game as well.
Yeah, this
so like I have a lot of memories with this game. So that hurt.
That was a nice dodge. Dang.
So most fights and stuff in this game are like aren't this hard. But this is generally how stuff goes. Oh, I thought he lost it. Oh my god!
Wait, so you just have to capture it before it explodes you?
No, you have to do it that. You see how there's a number appearing above it?
Yeah.
You have to do it that many times, and then you can only get hit.
Oh,
He
okay.
has health bar there. That's his health. So if he gets hit like one more time, he's gonna die. Or not one more time. I guess till that goes out. I didn't know there was that. But yeah, so he has to circle it like 22 times
I see.
without being hit by either the Pokemon's attacks or like physically the Pokemon itself.
Does it look any fun?
I gotta say, Jake's looks more fun.
Yeah.
Just because that is essentially just drawing circles on the screen over and over and over and over until you explode.
In style, though.
And
And with your
mine,
favorite characters in front of you.
Pokemon
Still.
Snap is artistic. It awakened artistic things inside so many kids. It inspired so many photographers.
It created the next Mozart.
It did.
that-
It
he
probably
was
did.
a composer, not
I'm gonna
an
cry.
artist.
I'm gonna cry just thinking about it.
Well, alright, fair game. This has been fun. Let's go home and we'll play Pokemon Ranger and life will be good.
Or you can go home and instead make him play Pokemon Snap, and
Oh.
life will be better.
I could go home and watch Teen Mom and drink a sweet tea and sit on my fat.
Well, on that note, thank you for listening to this kind of much shorter little bonus episode. Oh my,
Braydon is
Braydon-
cringing right now.
Braydon, you look so upset. Do you have something to say?
No, I appreciate y'all making it this far.
Would you like to thank your beautiful wife for being a part of the episode? I don't know why my accent has changed. I am Mario now. Mario!
It sounded more Russian than anything.
Russian sleeper agent. Anyway, thanks for listening. This has been just a little bonus episode to get you through until we're back next week, but we hope you miss us. We miss you guys.
I miss you guys so much.
We'll be back soon with more news, games, and Jim.
We'll be back with more news, games, gyms, and significantly less Hannah.
Yes, guys, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it being on the show.
Thanks for joining us, Hannah. Thanks for last minute stepping up
That's right.
and
no
joining our
problem,
little
y'all.
adventure.
All right, well, I'm Braydon,
I'm Jake.
I'm Hannah.
Yeah.
and this is NintenGems.
Thanks for listening, guys.